First key resistance until next July FOMC meeting is 1938 on H4 time frame. Last week price breakout below the support level and retested again, but it is struggling to go above 1938. So this level will be your first technical confirmation for trend reversal. And this white trend line is your key dynamic resistance. Like I explained last week, trading psychology of gold investor is zero, but after this new lower low they are now negative. So trading psychology of gold is going from 0 to -1 to minus infinity. While right at the top everyone was bullish and it was going 2100. So these are same crowd, same market, but different psychology. And from this bottom, when Silicon Valley Bank collapsed, when Fed did temporary QE, and when they increased their balance sheet size, it went up vertically. And from this bottom to top, this complete wave has retraced 61% and fifth level is 1909. So this is your last level on this H4 time frame. If price goes below that level, then you all know that there is no support before 1804. And since sellers are selling for last 2 months since May FOMC meeting, because that was your last rate hike, if counter trend correction start, there is no big resistance before 1980. On Monday this week, there is no big news, but as you go closer to Friday, importance of daily news increase, and you have big news this week, GDP, and you have seen last month when gold dropped vertically on GDP number, then PCE number, and quarterly, monthly and yearly basis, all number are important, but quarterly number will come first and yearly number will come on Friday. Since Fed explained his forecast about PCE number on quarterly basis in a FOMC speech, so PCE number will be important this week. And you have job claim. It came down on continuous job claim, but I think initial job claim are more important. So if initial job claim increase, good for gold. Then on Friday, your 1 year PCE number, inflation expectation, they are dropping on 1 month basis, and which is good for gold. If they drop more, then Fed tone can change, because inflation expectation number are more important than real inflation. Because in some country you will find no person who can say that inflation will go down in future, and when it drops it can change Fed monetary policy decision. But real big change, either price go below 1909 or above 1980, you have to wait till NFP and CPI number. Till then, these two are your most important news this week. Because May FOMC was your last hike, June FOMC was no hike, same as expected, and July there will be no rate hike, while Fed is forecasting two more hike. And he repeated this thing three times. Once in FOMC speech, then two times on his testimony speech. That is why it was coming down. And last week, almost all central banks were hiking interest rate. And BOE, they did surprise 50 basis point rate hike. And now it is proven that they have lost control on inflation. And more confirmation is stagflation in UK. Because before their inflation goes down, job in their economy will decrease faster than inflation. And your euro area is now going from R word to D word, because in economy you cannot use the word recession or depression. Their PMI number are now below 50. And your second most powerful economy of our time, China, has started rate cut. So except China, all of them are doing rate hike. And to get more clarity that it will break out 1980 or 1909, since July last year, if you see, this is Fed rate cut trade. They tried in July last year, failed. They tried in November last year, failed. They tried in March this year, failed. And they will try again. Because Fed is saying two rate hike this year. But I say you will see two rate cut this year. In November and December FOMC meeting. And this thing is not visible in Fed watch tool. It is not visible in bond market. Is not even visible on gold price. And this is third time they speculated on rate cut. And next will be fourth attempt. But they all waiting for news, and when central player think is right time for rate cut, then they will release that news in market, same like Silicon Valley bank run. And beginner trader who are confused why it is going down, then watch previous video right on this top before vertical drop. Explain everything which you want to hear right now crystal clear. Then on this top, after FOMC meeting, explain this is profit taking. And if you do not understand what is the meaning of profit taking, then this statement say that price has to stay above 1620 support level. And if profit taking is done since April 14, then recently you can see dollar goes up or down, gold is only going down. And same force on this bottom which killed UK economy in September last year and Silicon Valley March this year, those negative force are only increasing. It made a strong support on 50% retracement. Last week it again tested 61% retracement. So this is your last support. Either it goes up on news, otherwise it will not stop before 1807. And if they have some mercy on beginner retail trader, then it can stop on 1850, but your life depends on 1909 support level. And for more clarity, if you see weekly time frame, then gold price is same 1921 since 2011, There is no change in gold price. It tried to break this resistance in 2020, failed, then tried again in 2022, failed. This is third attempt. And if you know what will happen in June 2024, and if you can see two rate cut this year, complete opposite to Fed, it can go up again. So GDP news this week, and this week candlestick, if it closed near 1960, then it can change market psychology instantly. Because this week Friday candlestick is most important.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this.